Aquarius, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and welcome to This Just In. It's where we get all up in other folks' business about love and relationships. Let me start by saying this reading will be good for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you would like to try to pull together a more complete picture of what your month of June might look like, I would encourage you to watch your moon and or rising sign video if you happen to know what that is. If you do not know what that is and you'd like to know, you can go to astro.com and you can key in your birth information and it'll generate a birth chart for you. Now, you are going to need your time of birth, an accurate time of birth, because the rising sign changes very, very quickly. I think like with every 2.5 hours, the rising sign changes. So it's important to have an accurate time of birth in order to get your rising sign, and so that your chart can be broken down into the 12 houses and have your house cusp at the correct degree. If you don't want to do that, I mean, it's really not difficult. I just made that so much harder than it had to be. But if you decide that, you know, you're not interested in constructing a chart, but you still want to know, you can send me an email. And I'll plug my email at the end of the video. And you can give me your birth information and I will construct a chart for you. I wanted to say too, though, if you do decide to go and construct your own chart, even if you don't have a time of birth, you can still construct a chart. It won't have your rising sign and it won't break the chart down into the 12 houses, but you will be able to see the sign that each of your planets is in, are in, and how they aspect one another in the chart. So that's good information to have too. But that rising sign, you know, is very important. So let me say, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody. A lot of people watch these videos, not necessarily these videos, but these YouTube videos, and they're great. I cannot talk. There are great varieties of people that are watching. So my little tiny message is not going to touch everybody where they need to be touched. But I hope that you can get something out of it, and we're going to try our best to help out everybody we can. And when I say we, I mean we and the universe. Just a vessel. So anyway, as I said before, you know, for those of you, or as I was going to say, for those of you who may have been around for a while, you know, I usually use the Llewellyn Tarot for this just in reading, but I wanted to change it up. So we are using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. For clarifiers, I am still using a Waite deck, but it's not the little pocket-sized deck that I was using and that I've used in the last few videos. It's this is still the Waite, still same symbolism, same pictures. However, this one, like I said, is the full size and it's got the little description on it. Somebody asked me in the comments what version this was, and you know, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't have the original box. For those of you that care, you might be looking to get this deck. I don't have the original box. Like I told her, these cards live in a little black silk pouch. But I ordered these some years ago on Amazon, and I just don't remember the version. And I really think that this is a great deck of cards for, oh, the Sun card. Let me tell you something, Aquarius. I hope things are looking up for you, because we just saw one at least decent card and one good card with the Sun there. yeah, I think this is really a great deck for the beginner because it does have the descriptions on there right there where you can see. So you know it definitely serves as a good learning tool. And these are the Rider Waite. You know the descriptions that are provided are the Rider Waite interpretations, and you know Rider Waite is definitely the tried and true. So we pulled 3 cards, and you know we're gonna pull some clarifiers, of course. Let's get started. I'm sorry. Had to drink some coffee. Okay, so the first card we have, Aquarius, is the 6 of Cups reversed. The 6 of Cups can talk about, you know, spending too much time thinking about the past, spending too much time going down memory lane, wishing that things could be like they once were. The thing about this, because in the upright position, you know, it also means, you know, going back to the past, you know, when things felt good. But here, in the upright position, you know, that's a good thing. In the reverse, it's saying that you're spending too much time in the past and you're not dealing with your present. If you don't deal with your present, then you can't start to plan or manifest for the future. So 6 Cups reverse suggests that you don't spend too much time there. And this is a Sun and Scorpio card. So, you know, this could literally be about obsessing over something that once was. And the 6 Cups reversed is you know, saying that that's probably not the way you want to go about it. The 6th major arcana is the Lover's card. So, you know, this could certainly be talking about being obsessed with memories of a relationship that somebody may have been in that was once the bomb. It was good, or, you know, things at least seem to be better. And maybe now not so much. And it's like whenever I see this card, one of the things I say is you can't go home again. I mean, you can't go back there. A healthy memory, a healthy trip down memory lane, you know, the occasional visit or walk, run down memory lane is great. I feel like a lot of times the memories are better than the actual event. But as I said before, it does us no good to always hang back there because we can't deal with what's going on with us in the present moment. The other thing that I'm picking up at this moment with the 6 of Cups reversed is unrequited love. So it, you know, somebody may be sending all the love vibes out, but not getting them back. There's a lack of emotional reciprocity with this card. And you know how it is. A lot of times we always want, well, I'm not saying, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of times we gravitate, or we want the ones that don't necessarily want us back. It's like the harder of a time they give us, the more we obsess over this particular person, over this particular situation. It's not healthy behavior. So the 6 of Cups reversed is asking you to come back to the now and see how you plan to deal with now so that you can walk into your future. The next card is The Justice card. It's the 11th major arcana. This card is ruled by Libra. So again, Libra is about balance. And I think that there has been or there could be a lack of that emotionally. But Aquarius, you have what it takes to find your own balance. You can make your own balance. You're capable of doing this. Um, I I was just kind of thinking, because I forgot to tell you guys about, we're having a full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th of this month, here in a few days. And that's happening in your 11th house. Okay, the 11th house is the natural ruler of the 11th house is Aquarius. So when we have the full moon here, the full moon is in your spot, Aquarius. It's in the 11th house. It's in your 11th house, which is the house, like I said, that you naturally rule. So Aquarius, you may have more of an ability to work through these sort of things than a lot of the other signs do. The other thing is that that full moon is going to conjunct Saturn. Saturn is your traditional ruler. Uranus is your modern ruler. Saturn is your traditional ruler. So Aquarius, you already know what the Saturn energy feels like. It's happening in the house that you naturally rule. You've got the Justice card right here that's going to help find the balance for you. The other thing is we're having a Sagittarius full moon conjunct Saturn, which is retrograde, I might mention. Sagittarius's ruling planet will also be going direct on the 9th, the same day of the full moon. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of wanting to expand, move forward, you know, the optimism, the happiness, the looking at the glass half full type energy, you know, is that's the goal, that's the plan for the 9th. The thing about it, with the full moon being conjunct Saturn, Saturn is trying to put the brakes on how fast and how hard that Sagittarius full moon wants to go, especially with this ruling planet going back direct. The thing about it, like I said though, Aquarius, Saturn is your traditional ruling planet. So more than anybody else, I feel like you should have more of a handle on this than some of the other signs, or than the rest of the other signs. You've got home court advantage with where all of this is happening for the most part. And Jupiter's moving forward in Libra, which is happening in your 9th house that is ruled by Sagittarius. So there's that connection. For you, Aquarius, I'm starting to get the feeling that this full moon conjunct Saturn, I think that you're probably the sign that's going to fare dare I say, the best. This may be something while the rest of us are struggling, Aquarius, this may be something that, like I said, you have a handle on, that you know how to deal with. You have the jump on us. And with the Aquarian mind, you got the jump on the rest of us anyway. So, you know, have at it, embarrass the rest of us. But I think that you certainly have the abilities to find your own balance. And this is a major arcana, so this trumps this card. This is good news. You can get the balance that you want, deserve. You may have to go about getting that yourself. Connect to your higher consciousness, connect to your higher mind, and move away from this. With all of that Sagittarius energy that's happening, even though Saturn is sitting there trying to be the boss of the Sagittarius full moon, there's still more than enough energy to move away from the past. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, we got the Palace of Wands reversed. Here it is in the upright position. The Palace, you say? Well, in this deck, Ciro Marchetti introduced 4 additional cards to the deck. So where the usual deck of cards is 78 cards, this deck has 82 because there are the balance card. I'm sorry, the Palace cards. The Palace cards are generally about a place that we are trying to create. It's an atmosphere, an environment that we are either going into or that we're trying to create for ourselves. The Palace of Wands is a fiery place. This is, whenever I see the Palace of Wands, I think this is a place where there's a lot going on. This is, you know, a concert, a club, even an airport, wherever there are a lot of people moving around. But, you know, more than that, this is a place where there is oodles of creativity and passion, even a little bit of healthy competition. Well, in the reverse, that's what's not happening. Either there's lack of this type of energy altogether, or it's all of that energy gone wrong. This is where healthy competition becomes all-out war. This is where passion becomes anger. This is where creativity turns into contest. Who's the best? And not in a healthy way. So I'm getting this thing, Aquarius, that there may be some things that are going on between you and somebody from your past. And you know, the passion it's gone shadow side up. Now we're dealing with the shadow side of all of this fiery energy. So like I said, now passion has turned into anger. Competition has turned into battle. It's turning into war. But the Justice card here says that if you just step away from this, you can even this out. Oh my goodness. Let's pull a clarifier. We have got the Hanged Man, and he's in the reverse position. This is another major arcana, and I'm going to go ahead and read the words directly off of the card. You are preoccupied with an internal battle, inability to make sense of problems due to lack of insight. Pressure from society and others is overwhelming. Do not rely on logical solutions. The best solution may be unorthodox. Your effort may be wasted on a project, but this also could represent a favorable legal decision. Okay. So, what just jumped out at me is this favorable legal decision. Even with all that other jazz going on, the reason that has become important to me is because we've got the Justice card here. You know, and of course, justice screams legality, right? All about being fair and just. If some of you, Scorpio, this card again being a Scorpio card, and Scorpio rules the 8th house of other people's resources, and generally those other people's resources are the resources of your spouse. So I wonder if this is a situation, Aquarius, where some of you, the thrill is gone, the fire's out. You know, somebody in the relationship just may not be in the relationship anymore. It's, like I said, I get the energy of unrequited love right now. And so this thing could, if it hasn't already, some of you could definitely be dealing with this legally. And I already said that despite this, Aquarius, I felt like you had what it takes to find the balance. What it could be is that some of you Aquarians are dealing with something legally with a partner, maybe soon to be ex-partner, and things are actually going to work out in your favor. No need for battle and war. Just be fair. There's no need to get angry. No need to compete. The only thing that needs to happen is you need to be fair and move away from this. Let's pull another card. Okay. Well, the next card is the Judgment card reversed. Let's go ahead and read what it says. Anger, revenge. Someone is trying to get even with you. These are these battles that I talked about, this competition. Loss of material possessions and salary and a lawsuit. Some of you are definitely dealing with a lawsuit. The moral path was not taken. You're getting a reputation as underhanded and undependable. Recognize your part in your own failure. Accept responsibility for errors. Inability to compromise creates conflict. All right. All day long we got relationship numbers, because this is the 11th card, and you know 1 + 1 is 2. This is the 20th card. 2 + 0 is 2. However, this is the Judgment card reversed, like I said before. So on the one hand, we got Justice, and on the other hand, we've got the Judgment card reversed. Well, one thing is that generally, when there's some sort of battle going on, there's a winner and a loser, unfortunately, right? So the Judgment card reversed, to me, in this reading, doesn't contradict the favorable outcome, the balance, the fairness, the justice. What it's saying is somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. And I said this in another, this came up a different way, But I talked about this in another reading, one of the earlier readings, and it's just a fact of life. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. The upper hand that you have is, in my opinion, if you didn't already know this, coming to this reading and understanding that the most important thing is going to be fairness. And this is taking responsibilities for whatever wrongs you might have in this. Just because you take responsibility for your wrongs doesn't mean that you don't win, that you don't prosper. As a matter of fact, when people see that you are responsible for who you are and what you do, a lot of times things can, I know it doesn't look like that a lot of times in the media, the way society's set up now, it's like, yeah, well. But a lot of times if people see that you take responsibility for whatever it is that you put out, for whatever it is that you do, for however it is that you are, you're more inclined to win. And I think that's what the cards are telling us. Don't play shady games. Be fair. Be logical too. Try not to fight. Like I said, with this card too, being Sun and Scorpio ruling the eighth house, which like I said is other people's resources. Some of you Aquarians could be in a legal battle where there are assets involved. There's fighting over assets. That was mentioned in one of these cards. I can't remember which one, but was it loss of property? But what I want you to understand is you may not be the loser of that property. Even though this judgment card talks about anger and somebody's coming to get you, I mean, somebody very well could be planning their attack on you. Nothing's fair in love and war. So, we all certainly have to be prepared for that. But even though it's saying that doesn't mean that it's going to be you who's going to be the loser, especially not if you handle things correctly. I think that, overall this reading is saying for those of you, even if it hadn't made it, even if this is not a whole legal thing, just between the two of you, be fair. If somebody's trying to end a relationship because, the love is gone or the thrill is gone and you're just fighting all the time and, the passion is gone out of the relationship, things have gone south. Even if you are not in the courts, there's still a need to be fair amongst each other or between the two of you. The Hanged Man reversed is saying, that, let me take a look at this again because I have it written. Even though you're struggling and you may be having some problems making sense of what's going on around you right now, you feel overwhelmed. I'm sorry, as I said that, I was looking at where it's saying, you may have to make an unorthodox decision. pull another card because now that just jumped out at me, because within these cards, unless this could hold unorthodox energy, but you know, I wonder if we could get some insight as to what that is. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what the card has to say. Inheritance of gift money, affluence and importance, material success. Security is achieved through conventional wealth building methods. Invest in the stock market, buy real estate. Plan for long-term gain. Can I talk? Plan for long-term gain and not quick returns. Seek a permanent job that will serve your ultimate career goals. All right. La 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 la. Okay. Well, I'm not going to pretend to know at this point what unorthodox moves you may have to make. We're definitely sticking with the theme of being fair and trying not to fight. Maybe that's what's unorthodox. Maybe fighting is the norm, and you know, taking the peaceful road and the logical road is the unorthodox decision. But the thing about it again is this is a winning card. Whatever it is that you have to do, Aquarius, if you are in a struggle, a battle with somebody, you have got to pull the energies of this Justice card. Move away from the desire to hold grudges or get people back. If somebody's trying to do that to you, oh, sheesh. Oh. Look, Aquarius. Does somebody have a stalker? Because that just came up. I want to say, if there are any of you Aquarians that have, if you feel like you're in danger, you know, I don't know what your version of or what anybody's version of stalker is these days, but if somebody's doing something that's making you feel any bit of uncomfortable, go to the courts. You might have to file some sort of restraining or protective order, because you could be dealing with an angry person. Like I said, this is battle and war, and this is anger, and this is somebody who could be completely obsessed. So the other thing is, you know, this could be, in order to deal with the nutcase, you may need to go to the courts. It'll all work out in your favor. I want to apologize because I feel like this was, you know, kind of all over the place. And okay, let me not pretend that doesn't happen a lot. I just get the messages and I blab them out. But I'm sorry if this was a little bit scattered. I was seeing a lot and thinking a lot. So thank you. If you made it to the end of this video, you know, thanks for sticking it out. Well, that's the way I see it, Aquarius. If anybody would like to try to get a personal reading with me, you can do so by contacting me at tina@85thhousevibrations.net. Love it if you follow me on Facebook and or Twitter. You can do that by, the little thing is at Lord have mercy, I'm losing my mind, at 85vibe. That's where I am on Facebook and Twitter. At EIGHT, the number 5, VIBE. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new, thank you for clicking on the video and giving it a chance. If you are returning, thank you so much. I surely appreciate you. And I hope to talk to you guys again next month.